Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet, and to start with I'll be working with 11 seed bead thread. I have my beading needle. I'll be working with 2 needles. I have my needle attached to the fishing line already. I'm working with 0.30 fishing line. You can also use 0.35 fishing line for this design. I have my cutter here, then I have my flat nose plier, and this is the fishing line I'm using. It's 0.30 I'm using for this tutorial today. Then I have, this is 12 mm round bead. You can use 10 mm, you can use 8 mm depending on what you want and the design you have in mind. But for this tutorial, this is what I'm using. This is a 12 mm, and I made this one first, but I'm going to show you how I made this here, and after making this design, then we'll embellish together. So to get started, I'll first of all take my fishing line. I'm taking a different fishing line. The one I have here is for the embellishment. Then I'm taking a different fishing line, and I'll do my matting. I'll make this design you see here, and I'll show you how I achieve this design. So what I did here, then I'm going to pick one bead. I'll pick one. This is what I have picked one. Then I'll pick 2 of it, one on the right, one on the left. Then I will take one to crisscross. I'll crisscross with one like this, and make sure it's at the middle. So I have this. This is what I have. So the next step now is to take one on my right, picking one on my right, and I'll take the other one on my left like this. Then I'll crisscross with one like this. Then I'll pull my fishing line. Then I have this attached, the second one. I'll do this one more time. So now let's assume I've gotten to the end of the design. So to end it, I'm going to take 2 on my right. I'm picking 2 of these 12 mm on my right. Then I'll take 1 on my left. Remember now, I'm not going to crisscross. Then I have it like this, 2 on this side and 1 on this other side. Then I'll bring the fishing line together. I will tie it. Once I tie it, still give me the same shape. Then I'm going to tie this 3 times to secure it like this. Then I will tie it again. So at this point, this is what I have. Then I'm going to take my cutter to cut out this fishing line here. I'm going to cut it out. So after cutting, I have it like this. This is what I have, and it's the same way I achieved this one. So now I'm going to, once you're done with this particular one, then I'm going to show you how to embellish it now. Now we're going to work with my needle, 2 needles, 0.30 fishing line like I explained earlier. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to pick 1 seed bead. I'll let it drop. Then I'll take 1 12 mm. I'm going to pass my both needle to it. Then I'll pull it. Now this is what I have. This is it. So the next thing I'm doing now, I'm going to pick 4 beads on my right, and I'll pick 4 on my left. 4 on my right, 4 on my left. Then I have it like this. I have it. So you can decide to make it 5. It depends on what you want. On my right and on my left, I have the both like this. This is what it looks like this. Then I'm going to pass my needle. I'm going to crisscross with this first bead here. I'm going to pass my needle here. In this first place, I'll pull it. Then I'll pass the other one. Then I'll pull my both needle. Once I pull it, I'll have it like this. This is what I have. Like this. This is it. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll be picking 9 seed bead now. 9 seed bead, one with my right needle. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is 9. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I have 9 here. I have this one on my right. Then I'm going to pick 9 on my left as well. Remember, we're working with both needle here. So whatever you do to the right needle, you're going to do the same to the left needle. So here I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9. 9 on both sides, the both needle. So I'm going to pull. Now I'm going to crisscross with this, just to this second one, like this. I hope we can see it very well. I'm going to crisscross with this needle. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull, make sure you pull tight. Once I pull, I have this. Then I'm going to crisscross with the other one, like this. Then I'll pull it as well. Once I pull it, I have this. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to, my right needle, I'm going to use it to pass through 2 seed bead here on this side. Just pass it through these 2 seed beads like this. Then I'll pull it. Then I'll let this be. I'll take the other needle. I'm going to pass it through this 2 bead here from the 9 we picked. After which I pull, after which I'll have it like this. So this is what I have now. This is the shape. So to continue, I'm going to pick 7. Remember, we picked 9 before. I'm picking 7 now. 4, 5, 6, 7 bead. This is what I have. 7 is here. 7 seed bead on my right and 7 seed bead on my left. 7 on my right, 7 on my left. Remember this process. I'm going to pick 7 right, 7 left. 7 on my right, 7 on my left. Then I will let it drop. Now I'm going to pass my needle through this next bead here, like this. I hope you can see. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull, I have this. Then I'm going to pass my needle and passing through 2 at the same time, like this. I'm bringing it closer for us to see it. I'm passing through those 2, remember. Then I'll pull this needle. Always do this. Remember this step. Don't forget it. That's why I'm taking my time doing this tutorial. So now, after passing this one, I'm going to do the same with my left needle, passing through those two on this right side like this, just 2 seed beads from the 7 now. Then you pull. Make sure you pull tight. Make sure you pull tight as you do this. So once you pull, you have this. This is the next thing you have, like this. This is the shape. Then I'll continue again. I'll continue by picking 7 seed beads again. I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. So after picking this 7 on my left, I'm going to pass through this bead and through the 2 seed bead in front here, like this. Just through this 2 seed bead here, and I'll pull it. I'll pull my needle. Make sure you pull tight while doing this design. Then I'll keep this right needle. I'll take this needle here and I'm going to do the same by passing through the first 2 seed bead on this other part, like this. Just the 2 seed bead alone, just the 2 from the previous 7 we picked, like this, just this way. Then I'm going to pull it. Once I pull it, I have this. This is the shape. Then I'll pull tight. Now the next thing I'm doing now is to pick 7 on my right, 7 on my left. I've just done that. Pick 7 on my right, 7 on my left. Then I'm going to take my right needle. I'm passing it through the middle bead here. Then I will pull it. Once I pull, I have it like this. Then I'm going to do same with the left needle by passing it through like this. Then pass my needle through those 2 beads here. Just the 2 beads from this first part I picked, like this. I'm going to pass my needle through it. Then I'll pull. Once I pull, I have it like this. Then I'm going to do same with this right needle. Now I'm going to do the same to this other side by passing through those 2 beads like this. Then once I pull, I have this. Make sure you're pulling tight. Once I pull it, this is what I have. Then I'm going to do the same thing. Now after picking 7 on my right and 7 on my left, the next thing I'm doing, I'm going to take my needle, my right needle, I'll pass it through this bead here. I'll pull it tight. Then I'll take the left needle, I'm going to pull it as well, and then passing through those 2 beads at the same time. I'm going to pass through the 2 seed bead here, like this. Then I'll pull my needle. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to pull tight. Make sure it's tight. If it's not tight, it will lose. It will be loosed. So now I'm going to pass this through those 2 beads here, like this. Then I will pull it. Once I pull, I have it like this. So I'll continue in this pattern till I get to the end. Once I get to this point where to put the next hook, then I will show us. Remember, we're not using a jump ring, we're not using a hook for this bracelet. We're just only working with beads alone. So once I get to this last part, I will show us the next step. So at this point, this is where I've gotten to. This is where I am. So I'm going to show us how to do the finishing. I'm going to pick another 7 beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is 7 on my right. I'm going to do same on my left. I have 6 here, so I need more 1. So now I have 7 on both fishing lines. So at this point, my fishing line is short and I can use it to do the honest part, but I'm just going to show you in case if this happens to be your case when you're doing this design as well, maybe when your fishing line got finished. I'm going to show you how to attach another one and start and continue. But if you have enough fishing line, we'll still continue with this same fishing line. So at this point, I'm going to pass my needle, my right needle through this part. Then this other one, I'm not going to pass it at this time. I'm just going to tie my 2 needles like this. I'm just going to tie in. Make sure you tie at the right place. Just tie let it be tight. Be careful as you do this. So I'm going to tie it very well. I'm tying like 3 to 4 times to secure these beads not to slip out. So after tying, I have it like this. Then I'll take my cutter and cut out the fishing line and the needle. So this is our design. Then I'm going to cut a new fishing line and start this part. So now I have a new fishing line attached to my needle. I just have to I'm going to pass my needle through this first bead here. Then I'll pull it. I'll make sure it's at the middle of it. Then I'm going to pick 4 seed beads with my right needle. Just what we did at the beginning of this design. And 4 seed beads on my left needle. Now I'm going to take 1. My both needle will pass through this 1 bead like this. I'm not crisscrossing, remember. I did not crisscross. I just passed the 2 needles through the bead. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull, I have this. So the next thing I'm doing, I'm going to pick. So after crossing it, I'm going to pick in 22 seed bead now. This is the 22. I have 22 seed bead like this. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to crisscross those 22 seed bead I picked now. I'm going to crisscross with the other needle. Crisscrossing at this point, remember, I'm crisscrossing. I have to go through the 22 beads I picked now. Then I'll pull it. Make sure it's tight. So after pulling it tight, then I have it like this. This is what it looks like. Then I'm going to pass my both needle through this first bead here. The both needle, remember. Then I'll pull. I'll do same to the other needle. Then I'll pull it as well. After pulling, then I'll take my right needle and pass through these 4 beads here I picked. Through these 4. on the right. And I'll pull tight, and I'll do same with my left needle. I'm going to pass through the 4 beads on the left, then I'll pull my needle. Make sure this is tight. Once I pull, I have it like this. This is what I have at this point. So I'm going to crisscross with my both needle. So at this point, you decide to crisscross, and if you don't want to crisscross, if you crisscross this needle, you have to pass it through these two here again and come here to tie it. But at this point, I'm not going to crisscross. I just passed one through this big bead here, this 12 mm. Then I'm going to tie it here. Once I tie, I'm going to cut out my fishing line. That's all for this design. I'm going to tie it. I'll tie 3 times. So here our bracelet is ready. Make sure you cut very well. So here you have. So after you cut your fishing line, you see our bracelet is ready. Go ahead and try this design. Let me know your thoughts and let me have feedback on this design. Share my videos, like them, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have any question to this design. See you next time. Bye bye. So once we finish this first stage, so we're going to embellish it again. That's if you don't want to wear it like this, you want it to look sophisticated. So I'm going to show you the next step, the next embellishment to make this bracelet beautiful, more beautiful than it is already. So I have a new fishing line. I'm going to pass it through this first bead here, and I'll pull it to the middle of my fishing line. I have it like this. I'm working with 2 needles as well. So now I'm going to be picking 4 seed beads, picking 3 seed beads on my right, 3 on my left, 3 on my right, 3 on my left. Then I have my 6 mm here. Good. I'm going to pick a 6 mm. I'll crisscross with my 6 mm. I'll pull it to the middle of this bead like this. Then I'm going to pick 3 again on my right, 3 on my right, then 3 on my left, 3 on my right, 3 on my left. Then the next thing, I'm going to crisscross it through this middle bead, just this one here. I'm going to crisscross with it. I'll pass my both needle through it like this. Once I crisscross, and I'll pull my needle. Make sure you pull tight. So we have the first embellishment done. This is it. This is what it looks like. Then I'll drop this. I'll pick another 3. I'll pick 3 on my right again, 3 on my right, 3 on my left, 3 on my left. Then I'm going to crisscross with a 6 mm. Good. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull, I have the second embellishment attached to it. Then I'm going to pick 3 again, 3 on my right, then 3 on my left again. Then I'm going to crisscross with this middle bead here, this one. I'm going to pass my needle here through this middle bead, pass my right needle through this middle bead. Then I'll do same with my left needle. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull tight, I have the second embellishment. I'll do this one more time. I'm going to pick 3 on my right, three on my right. I'm picking 3 on my left. With a crystal. Then I'll crisscross with my crystal. Then I have this. The next thing, I'm going to pick 3 on my right, 3 on my right, 3 on my left, 3 on my left. Then I'm going to crisscross with the middle one. This is what you continue till you get to the end of this bracelet or your necklace. Just have to be careful while doing this, so you not make a mistake. So at this point, this is what we have. So continue in this direction till you get to your desired length, or to the length of your bracelet or your necklace. Once I get to the end of this part, then I'll show you the next. I'll show you the end result. So now I've gotten to this last part. Then after picking 3 on my right and 3 on my left, I'm going to take this last crystal here. I'm going to crisscross with it like this. Then I'm going to pick 3 on my right again, 3 on my right, 3 on my left, 3 on my right, and on my left like this, like I have it now. Then I'll let it drop. Then I'm going to crisscross with this last bead here. I'm going to crisscross. I'll crisscross it. So once I crisscross, I have it like this. Then if I don't want to tie it at the middle here, I can just pass my needle just through this one and tie it here. But I want to reinforce it a little. So coming out from here, I'm going to turn it this way. You see the under, what it looks like. Then I'm going to pass my needle through this place, and I'll pass my left needle through this bead as well, like this. Then I'll pull it. Then I'll pass this back, just this one, to this place, the middle, like this, just like this. Then I'll pull. Once I pull, I have it like this. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tie this. I'm going to tie this 3 times. Then once I tie it, I'll cut it out. That will be all for our design. I'm going to tie this 3 times. Why I did this, I tied it under just to secure it, so it will not show where we tied the fishing line, so that it will look professional. Take note of that. So at this point, I'm just going to cut it, cut very well. And here we have our bracelet. This is it. So go ahead and make yours. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to give a thumbs up, share my videos, like and comment. If there's any feedback you have as regards this beaded bracelet, don't forget to let me know. If it's your first time of watching my video as well, don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you next time. Bye bye.